We're doing the arm swings to squats. So bring the arms all the way up, letting the head fall back slightly, and then bending the knees to go into a squat and swinging the arms back up. If the heels come up, that is okay. For the arm swings to forward bend, you want to bring the arms all the way up and then bend forward, sweeping the ground and swinging the arms back up. You want to push the hips back as you're going down and then squeezing the glutes to come back up. We're doing the leg swing to reverse lunge. So bring out an arm, kick with the leg, slowly come down into the lunge. Coming back up, keeping a little bit of bend here. Kick that leg, come down for that lunge. Come down for the lunge. Try to make sure that you're taking a small step so your legs are aligned. Next, we have the sumo squat bicep curl. We want to make sure that the feet are just wider than the shoulders. The toes are facing out. The knees come forward. The hips come forward. The hands come in front of the hips. The shoulders go back. You're going to come down with the hips in between the legs. Bring the arms up as we're coming down. 2. I'm squeezing my glutes as I come up to make sure that the hips are coming forward. For the stiff leg deadlift, we will be bringing the shoulders down in front of us, pushing the hips back, bringing our weight all the way forward. The legs are going to bend just slightly, but you don't want to bend them, you just let them bend slightly. From this point, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and bring them forward to come up, keeping my back rounded. Bringing that weight back by pushing my hips back first, and then I'm pushing my hips forward. Squeezing my glutes as much as I can, keeping my back rounded, going back down. 2. Pushing my hips back. 3. Pushing my hips back, squeezing the glutes. For the reverse lunge overhead press, we want to come down onto the knee. Start with the hands at the shoulders, coming up at the same time, coming down at the same time. Deep breath at top. And match to the rhythm of our breath. For the bench dip, you will need an elevated surface just about a foot off the ground, so any sofa or chair works. You want to place the bottom part of your palm on the edge of the elevation. You're going to bring your bum just outside of that elevation. The back of your back should touch that elevation. The feet want to be at a 90-degree angle. The elbows want to come close. You want to look up, let the elbows bend, and then you're going to squeeze the arms to bring yourself back up. So slowly coming down. The whole time my back is grazing or touching the surface that I am using. If you want to challenge yourself, you can add one leg. Hip thrust pull over. You want to come down onto the mat. Bring the weights above the head. Place the feet close to the torso, just wide enough like the shoulders. And press with the heels. Bring the weight to the waist. Slowly come down. Squeeze with the glutes. And then bring it back down. Kneeling row alternating sides. So we're going to press our hands right in the middle of our chest or just shy of the middle of our chest, but right under the shoulder. Bringing the hand at the weight. You're going to pull towards the hip, kneeling press to tricep kickback. So you want to start in this position. Come down to the shoulders. Hold that weight at the shoulders until you're fully facing down. Kick back the arms. Bring it back into the shoulders. Slowly press up. So down to the shoulders. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Facing down, kick the triceps back. Slowly control it back to the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes. Bring it back up. For the weighted dead bugs, you want to start in this position, bringing the hands up, holding the legs up, slowly bringing one leg out as you hold the weight up, making sure that the head is not coming up. You're just letting the shoulders come up and the head falls back. Head falls back, shoulders come up, head falls back. You should be looking up at the sky the whole time, but the shoulders come up. Letting the head look back, shoulders are coming up. Stretch, we want to go into a child's pose. Hold it for 2 breaths. Slowly come up into the tabletop position, bringing the hands right under the shoulders, the knees right under the hips. You're going to bring one leg between the hands, extending the back leg all the way, and then bringing the hips forward. You want to make sure that this foot is parallel to the hips. You could bend over that leg, relaxing on the hands, maybe adjusting the head on the hands. Placing the hands on the mat, picking ourselves back up. We're going to switch sides, bringing the other leg between the hands, bringing the leg out until we are adjusted and our hips are aligned straight. So we can go down on the mat, bring our head all the way down. Hold this for 2 breaths. Placing the hands on the mat one more time, picking ourselves up, bringing our leg back, aligning our hips and our knees, walking the hands out, going into the puppy pose. In the puppy pose, I want you to bring the tummy to the ground, bringing the hands closer to the body, arching the back, letting the head fall back, bringing the shoulders back, looking off to the right side until you're looking behind you, looking off to the left side until you're looking behind you, bringing yourself back to center and all the way down, bringing the hands out into the T position, or you could flag one hand over to the top, bringing the leg up, letting it fall to the side until it reaches the ground. Slowly bringing that leg back to center, maybe flagging out the other side, picking up the other side, letting it bend until it reaches the ground. Slowly coming back, bring our hands back to the ground, tucking our knees and our toes to the ground, pushing our knees up, bringing our chest as low as it lets us go. Going back into a neutral position, bringing all the weight to one side and then the other, to one side and then the other. One more time. Coming back all the way down with the hips Going all the way back to child's pose. Going back to tabletop position. Bringing one leg out, opening up to the side. Bringing it back in, walking the hands all the way back, extending one foot, sitting in the gap, pushing. Here we go. Coming back to center. Going off to the other side, same motion. Deep lunge, pushing out with the hands. Gently bringing it back, walking the hands back into that forward bend. Slowly walking back into that deep lunge, bringing that leg back. Going over to our back side, all the way down, bringing the knees to the chest, doing a rotation all the way around. Bring the feet up, reaching for the legs, pulling them a little bit closer, holding them together, going into frog pose. Releasing the legs, allowing yourself to rest in this position. Deep breath. Bringing the knees to the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Bringing the hands to the ground, extending them over the head, touching the ground with the back of the hands the whole time. Let's go. Thank you for coming to my class today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Get good rest. That was good.